There's a particular kind of tired that has nothing to do with how much you slept. It's the tired of carrying something you can't quite name. You wake up, and before your feet hit the floor, there's already a low hum running underneath everything, a quiet sense that you're behind, that something's missing, that you need to do more to be okay. Most of us have lived with this hum so long we've stopped noticing it. We just call it being an adult. What if that heaviness isn't proof that something's wrong with your life? What if it's just evidence that you've been looking in one direction, the direction of what's missing, for so long that you've forgotten there's another direction entirely? That's what we're sitting with today. This is a practice in genuine gratitude, not the polite kind you perform at dinner, not the forced kind you write in a journal because someone told you to. The kind that arrives when you suddenly notice you've been supported all along and just hadn't looked up to see it. When that lands, something in the nervous system actually unclenches. The day gets lighter without a single external thing changing. We'll get into why, and then we'll sit with it together in a meditation. Here's something most of us are doing without realizing it. From the moment we open our eyes, there's a running audit, a silent tally. What didn't I finish yesterday? What's still unanswered? Who am I disappointing? What did I say wrong in that meeting? What haven't I become yet? The audit doesn't take breaks. It runs in the shower, in traffic, in the middle of conversations we're supposedly present for. And the audit only counts one column. It counts the missing. It counts the late, the unfinished, the imperfect, the not yet. It never, not once, totals up the other column, the things that held you, the things that worked, the people who showed up, the strength you somehow found when you didn't think you had any. That column exists. It's just been invisible to you because you've been trained to look in the other direction. Think about Sarah. It's a Tuesday afternoon. She's at her desk, and the audit is in full swing. The deck she hasn't finished. The text she forgot to reply to. The friend she hasn't called in 3 weeks. Her sister's birthday is coming up and she hasn't ordered anything yet. The list keeps generating itself. It feels endless because it is endless. The mind that's looking for what's missing will always find more of it. Now imagine this. You've been walking through a city, convinced you have no map. Your head is down. You're navigating by anxiety, taking turns based on which street feels less wrong. You're exhausted because being lost is exhausting, even if you're technically moving in the right direction. And then someone taps you on the shoulder. They point at your back pocket. The map has been there the whole time. Nothing about the city has changed. The distance to where you're going hasn't shrunk by an inch. The buildings are the same. The traffic is the same. But everything about how you move through it shifts the moment you realize you're not actually lost. Your shoulders drop. Your breath deepens. The whole project of getting through your day stops feeling like a survival operation. This lesson is that tap on the shoulder. It's the quiet suggestion that the support you've been desperate for has actually been present, in small and constant ways, the entire time. You just had your head down running the audit. Back to Sarah. She takes a breath, not because anyone told her to, just to reset. And almost by accident, her eyes land on the coffee cup on the corner of her desk. Her coworker left it there earlier. Didn't say anything. Didn't make a thing of it. Just quietly put it down. Sarah hadn't really registered it. Now she does. She notices her hands are warm. She notices the chair is holding her up. She notices, with a kind of strange surprise, that she got through last year. And the year before that. Somehow. Even the parts she didn't think she'd survive. Nothing on her to-do list has changed. Nothing. Here's where most people misunderstand gratitude. They think it's something you generate, something you manufacture by trying harder to think positively. That's not what we're talking about. Forced gratitude is just another item on the list of things you're failing at. Another performance. The mind sees through it immediately. Real gratitude isn't something you produce. It's something you stop blocking. It's already there. Sitting in the column you've been refusing to look at. You don't have to convince yourself the coffee was meaningful. You don't have to talk yourself into appreciating your hands. You just have to let yourself actually notice. Let the evidence land. That's the entire practice. This is why it works on the nervous system in a way positive thinking never does. Positive thinking is the mind arguing with itself. Noticing what's been given is the mind finally getting accurate information. The body can tell the difference. It relaxes for the second one. For 30 seconds, Sarah stops prosecuting herself. She doesn't fix anything. She doesn't cross anything off. She doesn't solve the deck or the text or her sister's birthday. She just stops auditing long enough to let the other column be visible. And in those 30 seconds, the Tuesday changes. Not the events of the Tuesday itself. This is the turn. This is the thing that's easy to miss because we're conditioned to believe that relief has to come from outside, from finishing the list, from getting the promotion, from someone finally telling us we're doing okay. But the relief isn't out there. It's in the act of looking the other direction. The map was in the pocket. The support has been present. The evidence is everywhere once you stop refusing to see it. You can do this anywhere. You don't need a quiet room or a journal or 30 uninterrupted minutes. You can do it at a red light. You can do it in a meeting that's running long. You can do it standing at the kitchen sink. Just pause the audit for a moment and let the other column become visible. The warmth of the mug. The fact that your body is breathing without you having to manage it. The person who texted you last week just to check in. The chair holding you up right now. The lightness that follows this is quiet. It's not dramatic. You don't suddenly feel transformed. You just feel a little less braced, a little less alone. The same Tuesday is still happening, the same deadlines, the same inbox, the same conversations waiting for you. But you're moving through it differently. Head up. Map in pocket, aware that you're not, and have never been, doing this entirely on your own. That's what we're going to settle into now. Not as a concept, as an actual experience. A few minutes to stop running the audit and let the other column come into view. Let's sit with it together. Before we move into the meditation, if this is helping you, you're welcome to like the video and subscribe. It's a simple way to keep practicing together. Let's settle in. You don't have to do anything special. Just let your body find a position it can rest in. Feet on the floor, or wherever they are. Hands resting wherever they fall. Take a breath. Let it be normal. You don't have to make it deeper than it wants to be. Notice that you're being held right now. The chair, the floor, the ground beneath the building. Something is supporting your weight. You don't have to do that yourself. Notice your hands. Whatever temperature they are, whatever they feel like, just notice. Notice that your breath is happening on its own. You aren't managing it. Something else is. Let your shoulders drop, if they want to. For a moment, set down the list. The things unfinished, the things still owed. They'll be there in a few minutes. They don't need you right now. Let yourself notice one small thing that's been here all along. The warmth in the room. A sound. The fact that you're breathing. The fact that you made it to this moment. You don't have to feel grateful on command. Just let yourself look at what's actually here. The map has been in your pocket. The support has been present. You were never doing this entirely alone, even when it felt that way. Let that land, in whatever small way it can right now. You don't have to believe it fully. You just have to stop arguing with it for a moment. Rest here. Notice how the body responds when it stops bracing, even slightly. Even just a little. There's nothing to do, nothing to fix. Nothing to figure out in this moment. Just this breath. Just this chair. Just this small pocket of time where the audit isn't running. Let yourself receive whatever is already being offered. The quiet, the pause. The fact that for these few minutes, you're allowed to stop. When you're ready, let your awareness widen again. The room around you, the day waiting for you, and as you move back into it, see if you can carry just a little of this with you. Not as a thought, as a small softness underneath everything else. The map is still there. You can reach for it anytime. Thank you for practicing with us today. If you'd like, there's a free digital copy of A Course in Miracles available through the link in the description. You're also welcome to leave a simple comment such as, "I am grateful. Thank you for being here, for giving yourself these few minutes when the day could have pulled you anywhere else." Be gentle with yourself as you step back into whatever's next. Notice what's already holding you. It's been there all along. We'll see you again soon.